People say, oh, it must be some mystical energy, some voodoo magic, basically. That's what it comes down to. But if you know the body mechanics, you know what you need to do, how to create that kind of structure, to have that kind of the force, then there's nothing mystical about it. It's just good body mechanics. But this is the key to internal martial arts. These small changes into what you can do with your body will produce these kind of changes. Now, Travis, last year I was here, I taught him how to do this exercise, and I taught him how to do it with one hand. And he has it, so he can teach you. So I'm not gonna, since I have limited time here, I don't wanna teach you something. Travis definitely, I already know, he knows, and he'll be able to pass on to you guys. So from here I'm gonna continue going on and just teach a few more things, and Travis can continue to refine, because I know he'll be able to figure it out, because he was able to figure it out from my crappy little notebook, which I was really afraid of not to teach him.
It was awesome, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But now I know he'll be able to do it, so I can just keep going on. So a lot of the movements I'm going to do, you can do them without, like, this is what we call pre-open power, essentially, this method of creating this kind of energy, this kind of force. But you can also do it without it. You can just do it the regular way, just moving your arms around. But of course, then what's the point, right? So you have to, when you do all the exercises that I'm teaching now, you have to think, okay, how do I create good structure? How do I create, from what I know about the feeling of what good structure is like, what the principles are, how do I apply to the movements that Jeevan just showed us last time? So there are three main martial arts styles within the internal class: Xingyi, Bagua, and Tai Chi. Very misunderstood, all three of them, especially Tai Chi by far. But there are also another style called Wudang, which is essentially the equivalent of Shaolin styles. Shaolin is a Buddhist sort of oriented monk style. Wudang is the Taoist version, and they also kind of have a center stage in the internal arts. But usually the three triad of internal arts are Xingyi, Bagua, and Tai Chi. You don't have to learn all of them. You can learn internal arts with just one of those. But each of those three styles will have a different take on what it means, and I want to pass on a little bit each of them today. So yesterday I showed Travis some of my favorite moves that I took from each of the styles. I don't want to go into that today, just because there's a lot to cover. Now I know you have it on video, and I know you'll get those down to a T.
Yes, sir.
So today I want to start introducing a little bit of each of the styles and give you a little piece of the forms from each of them, and you can practice those.
Awesome.
We're going to start with Xingyi. So this is the most straightforward style, very simple, but in each movement you have to have good structure. So first I'll demonstrate the basic movements first.
Okay. Should we?
Maybe step this way.
No, over here.
So Xingyi is very simple. There are 5 basic movements called the 5 elements, but those create the 5 core principles. So I'm going to show you each of those now. They start with the core one, which is out of the 5. This is called the mother fist. So first one going down this way, this was mother fist. The one coming back was called smashing fist, and that was one of the 5. So I'm going to just combine a few of them just to save you guys some time. Alright, that one was called drilling. That one's called pounding. That one was called splitting, and then I did pounding, smashing on the way back. So let's start with the very basic one. Which is the mother fist. Just to demonstrate what that was all about. Try to come forward for a punch, and you come back. So you want to follow that punch backwards, and just slide down. So what happens is when you punch, you feel that immediate, you go back with him, and you pull down. Okay? And then you immediately come back up. So in that form, it goes here, right here, right? In here. So if you have the other movements, here, even if it drags out, it's fine, because you only want this to come back forward. If they manage to block this, then you immediately come down again and get the arm bar here and push forward. So again, 1, 2, 3. Okay. But again, here, when you do it, after here, when you're here, you want to have that good structure. You want to have that feeling here. Here, this you don't want, because they're very strong, and they push me forward, right? They push me out of the way. It's no good. I can't get that second, the following movement. I have to be able to, here, I have to be able to lock the center right away. I have to be able to feel that feeling of transition of energy here, and then I can get the next movement in. This is a very basic movement called mother fist. Okay, I'm going to move on to the first element, which is called splitting fist. But essentially, it's the same deal where we want to have like that good structure here, right? Where you feel like that overwhelming force. This versus camera. Yes, sir. This feeling. You want to be able to have like this feeling, and even if I move here, right, just moving my foot. You see how the rest of my body doesn't move? It's only my foot because the rest of my body is busy just making a good solid structure. And then so when I move, like he immediately feels like the effect here. And it's not much effort for me to be able to move him around. So the first element, or the second thing I'll be teaching is called splitting fist. Right. So let's go back to here. Oh, actually let me demonstrate it once. Very similar to our first move. Very few differences. So let's line up. And here we're going to do the same thing. Left foot in front of the right. And left foot is kind of like a 45-degree angle out this way. Left foot mostly just points forward. Raise our arm. And we turn at the elbow. We don't move the elbow. Turn. And that. Come down. Right? Then we squeeze our fist in, the twisting in, right fist on top, towards our chin, and then it comes out. And then our body turns. Alright, now starts with the mother fist. So left foot comes out, left arm comes out, and down. So this is the first thing we do is capture. And we yank back and down, up, twisting. Left arm on top? Yeah, that's right, sir. Yes, sir. Left arm on top. Out. Alright, now this is the different part. The right arm is going to go out and make this shape. It's going to push out. So this part, we want to like kind of push that out. Here. Right foot's going to go forward and push that out. Alright? Down, pull down. Out. Forward. And then again, the same thing, splitting, both the other hand, left hand. Splitting is going to come out. Turn. Weight on our right foot. Weight on our left foot. We're going to twist in. Right hand in front. Scoot. And our right hand is still in front. Right foot in front. Alright, splitting with our left hand. Left foot goes out. Pull down. Left arm twisting. Right. Both arms twisting, but left arm is going to come out first. Out. Right arm is going to come out and be split. Alright. Now, put a weight on our left. And our right, we're going to twist in. And go out our left. And one more splitting for our right hand. Right foot comes out. Then we end, take a step back. Arms go up. Comes back down, we don't need it after this.
Okay, so everything. So we're here. Here.
Right, left. Okay. The shape for the hand, with a particular shape I was using. So there are these nice tendons and muscles in our arm, and we can use that to help make a little bit of extra force. So try to, if you grab my arm, right? When I make that shape, you suddenly feel that,
I can feel it.
yeah, that little extra force.
Then you feel more energy. Yeah.
Yeah, right, because this tends to, if you grab, right, you feel that little extra force. Just from pushing this out, you can feel that little extra force come out. So that's the purpose of this shape. They just look very fancy in the model form. But the combat application in each of these techniques, they're a lot less fancier looking. They look much simpler. But the way they have it in the form emphasizes that stretching. So they kind of overemphasize kind of the twisting motions here. So if for instance, if Charlie's in a fighting stance, right? Yeah. And he punches this way, and I go here and I try to hit him this way. So that basic movement that you saw is from here. I twist in this way. Go inside.
Okay. I'm good. It's
Right. You want to actually throw. But again, maybe if I'm here so the camera can see actually. From here, and I'm trying to hit him here, right? And he ends up blocking. I switch the arms. And I come in, I lock this foot here, and then I twist. And that's what this motion is for in that form. Here. Let's see, and the other way to use that motion is when he attacks, right? Remember that drilling? So you create that similar structure. This time I just have in the form they have the fingers out like this. So I'll show you this out. When you're here, you can grind with your skin and muscle on his skin and muscle, and then change the direction of the force to pull him down. Yeah, just like that. His head gets that whiplash motion, and it's just enough to be able to go into the next path.
That's called the Ike Turner.
Right. Or from here, after here, you end up getting the same arm, and then you just push behind his leg. So that's for the first movement in the form in particular. When they punch, they try to turn this right away and then go in. And if they block or something, or they get out of the way, they immediately try to push. For this movement, it's to emphasize once you're here, they're trying to get the armpit, basically it's an armpit strike, and then, but in the form they end up using that throw the other way. But mostly I want you for the bottle stuff, just think about the structure, having good structure, and just doing it to the requirements of the form, which are just, making sure the shoulders are extended and down, the elbows are dropped, and everything's twisted where things should be twisted. You have the good hand shape, and have this out and try and stretch here. And that will give you a nice feeling for you especially. But when you're going forward for this, you want to squeeze the ground with your front foot and make a small like hooking circle here. Hook, like basically the circle will be like here and down.
Oh, like a pencil.
So it's not just going straight and down. It's circular. There's a small circle there.
Will you show him that on his arm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just how it fits, the sticking hand, the
Okay.
sensation of the
Basically, right.
It'll be like a sticky hand, not a grabbing hand, a sticking hand, and then
So for the punch coming out, yeah, you immediately come down and you have like, you notice how my arm just kind of stuck onto you for a second, right? That's the kind of force you want to create. You want to, when I follow this back, it's very soft. Very soft. You see, there's a natural human reaction. If I'm tense, he tenses, right? If I want to do something, there's immediate tension, right? That's just how we react. When we're very soft, they won't get that reaction. And also, by the time he reacts and tenses, I don't want to be doing whatever I was just doing. Like, I'm done with that. I'm going to the next thing. That tension is going to be his downfall. So when he punches, and I follow that force back and come back down, he immediately feels that tension. But then, by the time he tenses, I'm already going to do the next thing. He's already stuck there. He ends up getting this kind of shock feeling. So
It's wild, isn't it?
yeah, the hands stick. They stick.
yeah, and when you do that, you wanna create good structure. When you're here, you wanna have good structure, and then squeeze with your foot, right? I said the energy will go right to your hands. You squeeze correctly, you pull down, you have this sudden sensation. So if you grab my arms, right? I'm gonna try to the other way actually. Yeah. So one way I can pull them down is I can pull them down my muscle, right? But if I just use my feet, then it has a much more. So this is just my arms, right? I'm pulling my arms. When I use my feet, then it's a much stronger sensation, right? Because now the whole weight of my body is there, whereas this is just my arms. And I'm not going to get very far with that. Especially if the person I'm trying to do this to is much bigger. I want to maximize the weight of my body, everything into that pull, very quickly, very sharply. So that's why I want to use my feet, have good structure, and that also go right into the arms. Travis will teach you about that when I'm gone because I know he's got it. Wait. You want me to do a throwing one or just a shot?
Well, I want him to feel that ripple.
Oh, okay, all right. You don't have the passion then.
No, I was just like, he's like, oh shit, man.
But this one's a song, you're only gonna feel a kind of a little bit of like a mechanical jolt. That's the best way. So this also requires like some help from the partner in that it's because it's just an exercise. Like the partner has to do something so that they end up taking on the force. So when you grab my arms, and you probably stand actually. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull down, right? That pull down I showed you from before. I'm going to pull down and then I'm going to make like that same structure shape that you saw from before too. I think that the Travis was just doing. What happens is that when I pull you down and then I make that structure, you basically, because you're falling forward because of that pull, right? And then it ends up hitting that structure and then you end up kind of bouncing off of it immediately. All that force from when you're falling gets sent back to you and then you feel like this. That feeling. But when you do it, you have to, just like that, yeah, you have to absorb oh wow, you're really, I don't need any explanation, he's already doing it. Okay, alright, then you know exactly what to do. So I'm going to pull very sharply, so just be able to, to stay with a good grip the whole time. Yeah.
Do you feel it? Do you feel that shit?
Yeah.
Sorry. It like, and it smacks in the middle of your back where it does me.
So again?
You said does
Sorry. That's my point about the grip.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you feel it sends that wave of energy. It's like, whoa. It's like, dude,
yeah. So that's just an exercise. So the purpose of that, it doesn't have any direct martial application. Only purpose of that is to make sure that, it's just another way of making sure I have when you push, right? That I have this structure, right? Now, the fun part is when you add on top of that, when you feel that jolt, because you realize you're connected, you can actually push very hard off of that foot, and then that's when the other person gets sent flying. Because all that force, it continues to get sent into them.
and you can feel it too, because it's like, wow.
Yeah.
And you're,
Just,
the first thing, took me to the wall, and I'm like,
this is just another good exercise to make sure you're doing the structure correctly. Because they feel that jolt, but all you're doing is just making that structure, and the weight of the body just gets bounced off of that. And then if just in that just standing there, they feel that shock and they get bounced off of it, then it's like, okay, alright. I got that part. So then, otherwise if I just try to do the second part, which is after I pull down, I try to throw him. If I just use my arms and just my strength, then then you're not learning what you're trying to accomplish.
Right.
So this is just one way to make sure once you have that, you can okay, I can make this structure, I can do that, and then once I push off, then I'll be able to send them flying with internal power, basically.
Alright.
It's more of a,
His jerk is more violent down, that's for sure.
yeah,
Exactly.
hold on. It's violent down, around and around.
So it's more one circle. So all right.
I'm all smart. Can you feel that? And then,
Right.
ish. Well, now we can work on it.
Yeah.
Now we can work on it.
Well, you can put it right now. There's a little bit of when you after you structure your gun, you're doing that extra circle. There's nothing wrong with it. You can, of course. Of course. But just for the purpose of the exercise, try to just stay here after here.
So, one.
Yep, this one. Right. You notice how his body moves even stay, right? That's because the force is now rebounding into him. So I don't move. I just stay here. And you
Mount
face
face. Just clap his jaw.
For that pole, you want to make sure. So okay, I didn't introduce this already because last time I was here with Chad, I just showed him the structure, right? How to make it.
Okay, no, we're good. This one.
Okay, all right. But now, we'll tag on top of this principle called the Wuji principle, which is basically the idea is that the amount of force isn't just how strong you pull, it's how relaxed you start, and then just how big the gap is, and then number two, how quickly you traverse that gap. So if I'm here, right?
That's science. Seriously.
Right. So if I'm here and I'm tense, I try to tense, I can pull them a little bit. But if I relax, from here I go, right?
I totally get it. Yep.
Yeah, right. And it immediately feels that force. So you want to. So when you do it, everyone feels and then you tense up. But you have to be completely relaxed and just standing here naturally, and then pull.
It's torque.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. And then you want to do it quickly. You don't want to pull slowly.
Right.
You want to quickly and then just as quickly release it. Don't. It's almost like you get bit by something, or you touch something hot, right? You just tense for a moment. Ow. And then you don't stay tense. So it's almost like you touch something hot, and then you pull. Almost you're not even expecting. You here, and then you pull, right?
That's the second time. Oh, dude, you know my tooth out!
So that pull, once you can get that, again, two key concepts. Well, three. Of course, use your feet. Just use your feet. Push down with your feet. So if you from actually, yeah, okay, alright, this is fine. But basically, can you pull me back, back to straight? I want to resist by pushing this way, right, my foot. And then number two, can you push my arms up? I want to wrap down, and now bring the downward force. And when I do it, I want to combine this downward and this back, and it'll be down back in that direction. Just with my feet and my wrapping. And then suddenly, that's the difference. That's how you get that violent pulling sensation. Then you do that, and then you add the structure, and once you wrap the structure right away, you want to do this very quickly. There's a timing involved. You don't want to do this, right? Now this is already on top of me, I can't make a good structure. That's why I have to release it right away. After I pull, just immediately make that structure. Sit here, make that structure, and it'll rebound right back.